Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. We are wrapping up our January series with our top products of 2024 and today it's all about highlighters. I do not have a whole lot to go through, so this should be a short and sweet video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to know what all your favorite products are, of course. Look, y'all know I'm nosy as hell. And as much as I can recommend things to you guys and influence you guys to buy things, guess what? You guys also influence me. I've purchased a lot of things because you guys suggested them. So thank you. First up, I'm literally just going to say it. Favorite powder highlighter of all time ever. Ever, ever, ever. This is the KLARITY Highlight in Moonlight Beach. I did get this for 50% off from Sephora last year, and I love it. It's beautiful. I did, unfortunately, drop it, and it broke, so that part kind of sucks. And I have spoken to the quality of this. It feels like it's cheap. The packaging feels cheap. But y'all, the way that this feels, it feels like silk. It feels like glass. I cannot explain it other than that. And it looks so incredibly soft and natural while also being able to be amped up, if that makes any sense. I'm going to go in with an open fluffy brush. I'm picking up just a little bit. And I like to just apply to the very top part of my cheek. And then I kind of meet my eye look. That for me just gives me a little bit softer of a gradient when I'm doing my highlighter. But this looks like skin. And it looks beautifully radiant. But it looks natural, but then it's also, it's so hard to explain, you guys. It's almost like a beautiful thin veil of just this beautiful gossamer effect. It is absolutely stunning on the skin. And you can really amp this up if you want to. It doesn't, in my opinion, enhance texture or anything like that. I love the color of this. It's beautiful. It catches the light beautifully and it looks natural and it looks like skin. It looks, I hope I'm explaining that right, you guys. Like, it looks so pretty and natural without, it's not chunky, glittery, glimmery, anything like that. But then it's also effective. It's stunning. I think it is absolutely stunning. I'm also going to demo another one for you guys. Actually, I'll demo a few. Next up is the Tarte Champagne Glow Amazonian Clay Shimmering Light little highlighter. I just bought a mini of this, and when I demoed this and showed this to y'all, if you guys are looking for, and have been looking for, an Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy dupe, this is it. And trust me, I know, because I had two of the Amrezy. It's like a beautiful baked formula. You can see this is much more opaque than the KLARITY one. And it is absolutely gorgeous, beaming, high shine, phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me grab another brush and I'll go into this one and just demo this one for you guys as well. This is, you guys, it's stunning. And I like the fact that they offer the minis, and I think they were on sale on Ulta for like $10 at the time that I got this. But yeah, if you are looking for that same type of formula, this feels the exact same. It looks the exact same on my skin. It feels the same as the Amrezy one does. So you can see this one, I think, very visibly. Hopefully you can see that. This one is that kind of traditional, bam, in your face. Still not thick, glittery, shimmery, nothing like that. Or like, it's not like super glittery or heavy or anything. There's just, y'all, the KLARITY, man, it looks beautiful. If you're familiar with like the Hourglass powders, that's kind of what that KLARITY gives me. It's almost like a velvety cream. It just looks beautiful, very soft and diffused, but like it's still there. Whereas this one is like, hey, I am here and I'm not going anywhere. Next up, let me top off my brush. I also fell in love with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Glow Guide Face Architect Highlighter in Champagne Glow. I am a big fan of Charlotte Tilbury's, more specifically like their face products. Highlighters, bronzers, so on and so forth. This for me is the exact in-between of the soft, gossamer, ethereal lip from within that KLARITY is, and in the wow punchy that the Tarte one is. This is literally mid-ground. It still has a little bit more opacity than like the KLARITY, but not quite as thick and not quite as, opaque as what the Tarte one is. and it just looks beautiful on the skin. It's lovely. I'm going to go in with the less is more approach. And I like that you can really amp this up. If you wanted to be, you know, from here to outer space, you absolutely could. Or you can go in with the less is more approach. It's beautiful. All these are great. All of these are wonderful. And then to round it out, short and sweet, Blend Cosmetics, the Noctalucent highlighter palette. I have used this and used this and used this. I rave about it all the time, and I repurchased it because they were discontinuing it. So I love it that much. And I am not always, and I say this all the time, I'm not always a fan of, you know, like colored highlighters. I'm not generally a fan of like sparkly, having glitter particles on my face and stuff like that. But there was something about me just taking a chance on this because I trust their formula, like for their eyeshadows, that I saw this and I was like, oh, you know, even if I use it for like eyeshadow toppers or inner corner, which is, I use that for that all the time. Inner corner, you know, shades, brow bone shades, topper shades. But there's something so incredibly beautiful about literally doing any kind of look. Like today I have, you know, like greeny, orangey, grungy. I can go in and pick one of these and use that as my highlighter and even use it in, you know, conjunction with something else. Conjunction? Is that the right word? If not, I'm sorry. But use it with the other highlighter that I have on. And it does give like the little flecks, a little bit of sparkle, but I really kind of manipulate it into the skin. And then you can just kind of barely see that sparkle. Like, meaning it's not so chunky that it's like falling all over your face and that it's like super big particles of it. So I am going to go in with the shade Transient, which is the green looking shade, which honestly I could do either of them, but I'm going to show you, hopefully you'll be able to see this. I think you will. Yeah, you can see there's actual texture. But when I go in, and I'm going to get close for y'all. When I go in, if I kind of stop right here, you can see it looks kind of chunky. However, if I really take this brush and I really manipulate that brush, like really kind of push the product into my skin, I take my time with it, it goes from being chunky monkey to now it's just that beautiful kiss of that green, and it's a little bit more subtle than it kind of originally was. And then I like to top it off. Of course, I'll, you know, blend it out a little bit more. I like to go in with a spray, a setting spray, refreshing spray, and then tap it out with a sponge. Then that kind of, again, takes away it being a little bit more flaky or having the actual like mica on your complexion. I love this. I love this. Let me go into the other side. Again, it picks up and has chunkiness and has actual texture. If you just go in like this, it's going to be chunky. It's going to be textured. But if you go in and you really blend it through, you're not going to experience that. And there's just something so pretty about this. Like going in and doing, you know, a beautiful purple or pink look, going in and doing whatever kind of look, and then kind of having that beautiful corresponding inner corner shade, you know, a shade you can put on top, like an iridescent type of shade on top of whatever eyeshadows, or having a beautiful highlight to kind of match any look. I cannot rave enough about this, y'all. It is so incredibly beautiful. That is it. That is all of my highlighters. Of course, I mean, I have tons. There are things that I love, like my old school ColourPop, the Flexitarian, absolutely beautiful, and it's like $8. I had a really good makeup year. I'm going to say that. Like, for me, 2024 was, for me, like the pinnacle of makeup. Everything kind of just fell into place. Like, for me as a consumer, I'm not often excited about things. Maybe I'll see a certain colorway and it kind of excites me a little bit, but just kind of the direction that I feel like we're going in, kind of coming into the new year and stuff like that, I'm really excited about it. And I think that like things like this, I really started broadening my horizons a little bit. I went from, you know, 4 or 5 years ago hating gloss and never wearing them, didn't even own glosses, to now I love them. I'm obsessed with them. You know, from going, you know, from not liking a like glittery, sparkly type of highlighter to now loving them. Yeah, it was a really good makeup year for me. I would love to know what your favorite highlighters are. Do you prefer drugstore? Are you an indie brand fan like I am? Comment down below. Let's have that conversation. I hope you'll stick around. I'd love to have you be part of my beauty family. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Thank you to my beautiful channel members. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.